We did have dinner with Evan.
Yeah.
Old roommate, one of my best friends, Evan Eckenrode, also known as Dwarf Mamba.
Love that kid, dude.
Yeah, he's so great. He's so great. I don't come to LA often, but when I do, it's good to catch up with older friends. What?
I know exactly where you're going.
We had an incident.
So happy.
There was a little incident.
Where were we?
We were at the Cheesecake Factory. You know I love to go there. And
That was nice. that was actually pretty smooth, dude.
And we were minding our business, and we see this family walk in. There's so many of them, so many people in this family. The fucking mom, dad, cousins, aunts, kids. The one kid has a Kermit the Frog puppet on the hand. A dog. They had a dog, not on a leash.
Like Lassie dog,
Lassie
not a small dog.
Just
like,
walking through the restaurant.
Jimmy's stuck in the well, like real.
Okay. So whatever. At one point, the two kids, damn near unaccompanied, come running by our table, and the kid with the Kermit puppet hits me.
Like hard.
The 4-year-old assaults me. He assaults me. And, you know, I don't know what to do. So, you know, I'd start playing with the kid. I'd start, like, shadow boxing back, whatever. His mom's like, his aunt, whoever it was like, don't do that, whatever. And I start just, like, messing around with the kid, you know, having some fun. I had a few drinks.
You're saying don't do that to you? Don't hit the kid?
I got to
the kid. I wasn't hitting the kid. I was just playing with him. I was just like, hey. He was, like, hitting me back. I was, like, you know, covering up in my shells, shadow boxing a little bit.
I just got to say, I don't believe she said that. I don't believe she said that.
Because
and I think it's an important part of the story. I do not believe that she said fucking jack shit to the kid.
It was poor
parenting
or whatever her relationship to the kid was. But since I was playful, I think she like kind of let it slide. And the older kid, like 9 years old, kind of recognized me. He's just getting into that age where he may like catch a TikTok of mine or drink Prime or something. He knew who I was. He's like, are you Logan Paul? Like, my friend does YouTube. Do you think you can get him more subscribers? And I didn't know what to say to this kid. Like, obviously, I'm not going to fucking do that. I have things to do. And I look at Mike, you know, my counsel, and he nods at me. So I tell the kid, I'm like, yeah, man, we're
going to call YouTube right after this.
See what we can do.
Your boy is about to blow up, dude. We're going to connect with YouTube. We're going to make sure he gets millions of followers. And the kid's like, that's so great. Thanks so much. And then they go back to the table.
Yeah.
Now, always at the same time, man, how do we even tackle such a topic? We've definitely talked about it on the show before.
One of the conversations we had with Evan at the table was...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He is very vocal and has a lot of merit in explaining how dwarf representation is, pun intended, I don't know what else to say.
Pigeonhole?
It's almost looked over. Fuck. It's small. Fuck.
Kevin Hartside.
They've
been pigeonholed.
They're a marginalized group, like a lot of marginalized groups, who doesn't have like and is not getting the respect that other marginalized groups are getting because they're vocal about being marginalized. And let me give some context to that. Evan's right in saying that like dwarves nowadays in like Hollywood and media and just in real life are often just like the butt of the joke. Like the conversation started because Evan was talking about how he's sick of getting cast as an elf.
Specifically, very specific.
And he's mad at his agent because his agent is just sending him roles. They're all just elf roles, and he's like getting mad about it. He's like, "Yo, cast me as like something that is not." Has to do solely with
like
my
a drug dealing kingpin.
That'd be cool. I could see it. Evan could do it.
He's the next Scarface.
Pablo Escobar.
Yeah,
he could do it.
Yeah, we want you to play Pablo Escobar in the next movie.
and so he just got done telling us this conversation about how like the dwarf community has not gotten a fair chance to not be just this one thing, and that is made fun of and used often in the context of being the joke. Anyways, these kids come back to the table, and the family, you know, we're having some banter, and they're being really nice, and then the little punk, the little fucker with the Kermit puppet, points at Evan, and he goes, "That one's small.
So small. Small.
That one is small.
Why is he so small?" And Evan turns to us and he goes, he just, as a very matter of fact, he goes, "So like, what do I do in this situation?" Like that's what he says. And I said to him, I go, "You gotta fuck this kid up." I go, "You gotta go outside when they go out, and you gotta square up to this little motherfucker,
100%.
dude."
the same weight class.
No, literally. And Evan's bigger for sure. But then the waitress came over and she talked to us.
Evan is solid muscle. I picked him
muscle.
up
He's a
at
brick.
that party that we had. I put him on my shoulders. and I was walking around with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's solid muscle.
Brick.
But you guys have both been great to him. You always gave him a good home, and you guys didn't like when people made any types of jokes. I had friends that came to film with you before, and they were like, yeah, I made a joke.
It was Jason, dude.
Nash,
Yeah.
It was Jason
We talked
Nash.
about that before. It wasn't intentional.
But he was, that's how we all, like, I don't know.
No. I get it. And that's, I think, the issue with I guess what I'm talking about with dwarves not feeling like truly equals in society is that no one is speaking up for them. No one's like being vocal about like demanding respect like other marginalized groups are. I don't know if there's like not enough of them because dwarfism isn't super popular. I think it's like 1 in 1,000 or something. But yeah, we were in a little bit of a conundrum because this kid's being a fucking asshole. His parents don't have the wherewithal to have raise their kid with some respect. Same kid who like is hitting strangers around the restaurant, and then B, say something while he's being incredibly disrespectful to a stranger who obviously like has a condition that probably, if you use your brain and think about it for 1 second, isn't the easiest to live with.
Affects his whole life.
So it was just an issue, and so we did end up finding the kid in the parking lot. Evan did jump him. We beat his ass.
Yeah. He'll never be saying that type of shit again if he ever can talk again, to be honest. No, but then the waitress came over and she kind of like saw what was happening, and she comes over and she's like, wow, that was crazy. They had a dog in here and the mom wasn't telling them to stop. And she's like, what do you do about that kind of thing? And we said, dude, we're going to find him in the parking lot. We're going to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, she was down.
Do you want to know what she said? She goes, you really should. You really should, dude. And that was the moment where I was like, dude, you know what? Cheesecake Factory is like Americana, dude.
Hey there, if you like the clip, make sure to subscribe or check out this recommended clip to my right.